Hello, friend. So I'm going to discuss physics question papers, set 3. So the question number 1 is they have given F versus 1 by R square graph, and they're asking to find Q1 by Q3. So first tan theta is F by 1 by R square. Precisely there is how much for this K Q1 Q2 by 1 by R square. Correct? So tan degree is K Q1 Q2 R square. Tan 60 degree is K Q2 Q3 R square. So 1 by root 3 by root 3 is equal to Q1 by Q3, right? So Q1 by Q3 is what 1 by 3 is your answer. Clear? So just a minute. So the option B. So next we'll go question number 2. They are saying the potential decrease to V by 2. We know the drift velocity expression what Vd is equal to what? E by m into tau. And E is equal to what? V by L. If potential decreases, electric field also decrease. So if V decrease by 1 by 2, so electric field also decrease by 1 by 2. And again, drift velocity also decrease by 1 by 2. The answer is what? Vd by 2. Third question, so this is option 2. Third option, the EMF of induced in a coil rotating magnetic field does not depend on E is equal to d phi by n d phi by dt. E is equal to what? N into B into A. So the induced EMF does not depend on R value. Even you can take for the rotating coil also, current depends on R, not induced EMF, rate of change of magnetic flux. And for a rotating coil, you can say E is equal to what? Half B omega L square if it is a rotating rod. So here omega they have mentioned, so it depends on omega as well, but not R. Coming to question 4th, the flux is what? BA into N cap, and they have given area is B is given 1.0 I cap plus 0.5 J cap into pi R square into this is I cap plus 0.8 J cap. You can find, I think you will get this answer. Yeah, I think that answer is good. So just find out dot product and multiply pi R square. Which of the following quantity remains same in the primary and secondary coil of the? So for ideal transformer power, P input is equal to P out. So this is correct answer. Question number 6, they have given I in sine form and E is in cos form. So to bring E in sine form, sine omega t plus pi by 2 plus pi by 3. So that is how much? Phi 1 is 0 and phi 2 is what? 5 pi by 6. If you subtract, what you get? This equation of magnetic field in EMW is a transverse wave, right? Transverse non-magnetical wave. So electric wave, magnetic wave are perpendicular to the propagation of wave. And the equation of sine transverse wave is what? Y a sine omega t minus kx. In terms of electric field, E naught sine omega t minus kx and B dot B naught sine omega t minus kx or kx minus omega t. So here the wave is going z axis. So this is equation. B is equal to B naught sine kz minus omega. So this is third. The momentum of the photon. The photon energy is what? Hc by lambda. And E by C is equal to H by lambda, that is what? P. So just E is what given 1.5 into 1.6 into minus 19 into 3.8 3 to the power of 8 is equal to E. So whatever answer you get, you can just do it. The N-type semiconductor is doped with silicon. So N-type is what? Pentavalent, right? So answer is phosphorus. So all are basically easy questions directly. Very best. So we have a three energy EA, EB, and EC corresponding when the electron is jumping from C to B. So it is emitting the photon of what? Lambda 1. So EC minus EB is equal to Hc by lambda 1. Then again EB minus EA, Hc by lambda 2. So the correct direction, if you add these two, EC minus EA, the equation will get what? 1 by lambda 1 plus lambda 2. When a PN junction diode is subject to reverse bias, the reverse bias temperature will increase, right? And potential, but the barrier height also will increase. So the temperature will widen, barrier height also increases. Alpha particle, this is okay, nucleus, alpha particle approaches to the nucleus. So kinetic energy becomes what? Equal to potential state. Kinetic energy is equal to 1 by Q1 Q2 by R. So this is a constant. So K is equal to 1 by R. So R is inverse or D. So 1 by this option is. Coming to visualization question, an electron and a proton enters with the same momentum. So R is equal to MB by QB. That is P by QB, right? So the radius is what? Actually 1 by Q. So for electron and proton, charge is same, right? So radius is what? Same. So they say both are correct, and R is what? MB by Q is correct. So region is also correct. Expression is also correct. So this is true. I will write it. This is true. This is also true. The magnifying power of compound is correct. So with respect to object, the final image will form this is object. This is objective and this is eyepiece. So here object and image will form what? So this is correct. The final image is erect with respect to object. No, real and inverted. So this is wrong. This is true. This is Lenz's law is consequence of the law of conservation. This is correct. There is no loss in power. This is also correct. There is no loss in power dissipated in the vector is 0. But it is not a correct explanation of the first one, right? So this is true. This is true, but not correct explanation. So option 2 will be correct. Photoelectric current increases with an increase in intensity of radiation. Yes, this is correct. Increased intensity of incident radiation results in increase in number of photoelectrons emitted. So when you increase the intensity, the number of photoelectrons emitted per second also increases. It's also true. And yes, this is also correct explanation. Option 1 is. Coming to section B, electric field is maintained in a wire of L. So we have to derive the equation of what J is equal to what? Sigma into E. So you have this already given in NCRT. This is a very famous derivation. J is equal to sigma into E. So this is very easy question. Coming to how the energy gap of instincts effectively change when doped with trivalent. So when you increase the doping for trivalent, so the number of holes will increase, means holes will be that p-type semiconductor, right? So the hole become what? Majority carrier and electron becomes what? Minority. When you dope silicon with pentavalent, then number of electrons will increase Electron becomes what? Majority and holes becomes what? Minority. That's what you have to explain here. 19th, the two waves emitted coherent source of phase difference obtain the resultant intensity. So y1 is equal to a1 sin omega t and y2 is equal to a. Amplitude is same, right? So you can put a sin omega t plus phi. If you add both, y is equal to y1 plus y2. So a becomes what? Root of a1 square plus a2 square plus 2a1 a2 cos phi, right? And since both are equal, I is equal to intensity is that equal to the square of amplitude. And finally, you can get I is equal to what? 4 I naught cos square pi by the effect of the interference pattern when the source is split. Interference pattern when the source slit is moved closer to the plane. So y is equal to what? N lambda d by d. Interference pattern. So the source slit is moved closer. So small d is what? Decreased. Correct. So what happens? The fringe obtained will pi will what? Increase, right? And second, the separation between here then the source slit is moved closer to the plane of the slit. When the separation between the two slits is increased, so second part they're saying d is increased. This is the second part. So if d is increased, second part. If d is increased, y is equal to what? N lambda d by d. And beta is lambda d by d. So if d is decreased, y will what? Increase. 20th, in Bohr model of hydrogen atom, the ratio of the period of evolution of the electron in an orbit. Period time period is what actually equal to n cube, right? So T1 by T2 is what? 8 is to 1. All right. Then 21. In air, 1 by F is equal to mu minus 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. So 1 by 15 is equal to 1.52 minus 1. In liquid, it is what? 1 by F dash is equal to mu glass. If you keep in the surrounding, is something else. So mu glass by mu surrounding minus 1 by 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. So mu glass is given 1.52, 1.52 minus by 1.65 minus 1 and 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2 we can derive from here. Now they're asking the nature. This quantity is what? This is less than 1. So anything less than minus 1 is what? Negative, right? So focal length will be negative. So if you keep in any medium which whose reflectivity is more than what? The glass, combination will behave as a divergent. So if that you can find, then you can say that Fs is negative, it will behave as a divergent lens. So obtain the expression of the, that is mu1 F by L is equal to two conductors are there, right? Opposite direction. So F by L is equal to mu naught I1 I2 by 2 pi. They have to derive that equation, and then 1 ampere means if I1 I2 is 1 ampere and D is 1 meter. So force per F by L becomes what? 2 into 10 power of minus 7 Newton per meter. This is called what? 1 ampere. So torque is mv sin theta. You can derive that equation. M is what? NIA. What are the factors does the speed of EMW depends on? The speed of EMW is what? 1 by mu and epsilon. Means mu r and epsilon r. What is it? How EMW propagates, produced? Means accelerated charged particle. Charged particle. This gives the symmetric diagram of, so this is z axis, this is y, and this is x. So the wave is going in z axis. So E cross B, we get what? K cap, right? So this is what? I cross J. So electric field in x axis. Let us this x. This is what? Y. So this is electric field is propagated in y axis and magnetic field in z axis. Draw the diagram. Next, this is electric field. You can draw this is electric field y axis, and this is magnetic field in y axis, and this is your propagation of wave. I've changed the axis with y. This is E naught, and input power they have given is applied to the primary coil having 200 turns. Ideal transfer supplies, right? If the secondary, so first this is input, right? So N2 by N1 or NP by NS is equal to what? VP by base. NP is VP is what? 140 by VS. And then whatever you get instantaneous voltage of the secondary. So you get what here also V naught, right? So V naught sine omega current in the secondary coil. So then what? Use the current means V. This is ideal transformer, right? Ideal transformer. So E primary, I primary is equal to E secondary, I secondary, and from that we find Is. So first we find IP, then we can do it. Or you can just, they have given an input, right? So from there you can find out IP, and then from IP you can find out Is. So these all are formula based directly questions are there. You have to just recall all the formula and solve. Coming to 25th. So we take out the current from anyone, I. This is I1. This is I minus I. So you can go loop like this. Loop DCBF. So you'll get what? Minus 2y. I'll add the equation, you can solve. Minus 2y. So I'm going same direction, plus 6 volt. Minus 2y. Again, I'm going same direction. Then minus 4i minus I1 minus 6 is equal to 0. Then loop FBAG. So 6 plus 4 I minus I1 minus 2I1 minus 3 is equal to 0. Both equations can solve. If anything is negative, means you can change the reverse direction. This is what. So the nuclear force is what? The strongest nuclear force. You can write all the properties. Short range force. So these are very simple nuclei. Coming to next. So full wave rectifier, closed thing and closed approach, gold experiment. It's all theory based questions. This is also simple. Then we have nucleus and one alpha particle. So K is equal to 1 by 4 epsilon naught ZE into 2E by T. And then for rectifier diagram questions, diagram test. Coming to the case-based study. So for incident ray at the critical angle, the angle of reflection is the angle of, if this is a critical angle, this is refracted ray, which is 90 degree, right? A reflection will happen only when C is greater than I. I is greater than critical angle means that time it will. So if it is 3IR only, then only you can say there is reflecting angle of reflection. So I have to assume that it is in 3IR, then you can say what is less than, then this is what equal to I, correct? Angle of incidence, because this is reflected, right? So it can be less than 90 degree when if it is doing 3IR. At critical angle, you can say what refracted ray is 90 degree, not reflection, angle of reflection. So the light is second part, array of light of wavelength 600 nanometer is incident in water. Sin C is equal to 1 by mu is equal to lambda 1 by lambda 2. So 1 by mu is what? 3 by 4. Lambda 1 is 600 by lambda 2. So that is how much you get. Sin C, ray of light of wavelength is incident in water. The rest of the factor, right? So sin C is equal to lambda 1 by lambda 2. This is 1 by mu. This is 3 by 4. Array of incident in water. So refracted ray will happen in second medium, right? So this is 600 by lambda 2. That is array of light of wavelength is incident in water on water air interface. Refracted ray. Sin I by sin R is equal to mu2 by mu1 is equal to lambda 1 by lambda 2. So this is I is mu2, this sin C, mu2 is 1, this is 3 by 4, correct, 3 by 4, lambda 1 by 600. So lambda 1 is 3 by 4 into 600. That is how much? 4. They're asking the wavelength associated with the refracted ray. Lambda 2, the array of light of wavelength is incident in the water. Lambda 2 is given 600. They're asking lambda 1 is what is the wavelength associated with the refracted ray. Means they're asking the wavelength of the first medium, right? So this is the answer for it. Now this is nanometer. The interface AB, the angle of incidence is 60 degree here, right? Angle of incidence. Mu is equal to 1 by sin C. There is 1 by sin 0 3 by 2, right? 2 by 3. Two media A and B are separated by a plane boundary. The speed of light. So critical angle is what? Sin C is equal to V1 by V2 that is 2 to the power of 8 by 2.5 into 10 power of 8. That is 20 by 25. That is 4 by 5. So this is 4 by. Coming to the figure shows the path of the light ray through a triangular prism in this the angle theta is, name it A, B, C. This is N, this is 1. So first AC surface, if I use AC surface, this is critical angle, right? This is R1. R1 plus C is equal to 90 degree. Mu2 by mu1 means 1 by N is equal to sine I by sine R. There is sine C. That's what we got right from AC surface. Now, if I apply on AB surface, sine mu is equal to N is equal to sine theta by sine R. Sine R1 from where we get sine R1? R1 is equal to 90 minus C. So N is equal to sine theta by 90 minus cos C. And cos C is what? 1 minus sine square C. So to do calculation and then get answer. I think mostly this is the answer. So first to apply over here, find out C value. So R1 plus C is what 90 degree. Then you can apply the surface AB. So this is a little bit moderate, we can see. Question. So we do 2 times this. Okay. Next question number 30. So when 2 terminals of the cell is connected, due to the interactions, a part of energy supplied to cell. When no current is drawn from the cell, the potential difference of 2 electrons is known as EMF. Okay. When current draws from the cell, the potential difference between the 2 electrodes is termed as potential difference. The potential difference between the 2 terminals of cell closed circuit is always less than the EMF. This is correct. Starting in the discharging, V is equal to E minus IR. The internal cell of resistance cell decreases with decreasing temperature. R is constant resistance. This maybe let us see all the other. When the current drawn from the cell is also correct. The graph between potential difference between the 2 terminals of the cell and the current is straight and it is V equal to E minus IR. So you get E minus IR at Y is equal to MX plus C. So minus IR plus E, right? So slope is negative, right? And it is positive, right? This is the graph. So this is also correct. So option B. 2 cells of EMF 2 volt and 6 volt. Equivalent resistance E is equal to E1 R2 plus E2 R1 by R1 plus R2. That is 2 into 0.4 plus 6 into 0.1 by 0.5. That is 0.8 plus 0.6 by 0.5. That is 1.4 by this 2.8. Give to the solution the electrode exchange charges with the electrolyte. Positive electrode becomes V plus and V minus is greater than 0. The EMF is what? E is equal to V plus. This is a positive and this is negative. V minus V minus. That is what greater than 0. So EMF is what? The potential difference between the electrodes when there is no current drawn, right? So this is option B. 5 identical cell, each of them 2 volt and resistance 0.1. And then parallel. This formation term. So we know that if there is a battery of identical cells are there, so E equivalent will be same as E. Equivalent is E, that is 2 volt. And R equivalent is what? R by 5, right? Parallel R by 5, that is 0.1 by 5, that is 0.5. 0, 2. So now we have like this, and this is 9.98, and this is 0.02, that is 2 volts. So R equivalent is what? Total 10 ohm. V is 2 volts, so I is equal to V by R, that is 0.2. So potential across the cell in open circuit is 6 volt. E is given 6 volt. V is, so V is equal to E minus IR. So V is 6, sorry, 4 is equal to 6 minus 2R. So 2R is equal to 2, so R is equal to 1. So this compound microscope that density and one objective, one eyepiece. Magnifying power of telescope M is FO by FE when image is formed in difficulty. So 100 by 5, that is 20. Potential, negative potential dipole, V is what? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P dot R, P cos theta by R A square cos square theta. One term is in it, when derived that equation, that is simple. P cos theta by A square, and that derivations are there. Second one is 3-point charges Q, 2Q and NQ are placed at the vertices of the triangle. So this is A, Q, 2Q and NQ. So total potential U is equal to UAB plus UBC plus UAC and net plus 0 is equal to 0, and if in fact Gauss of electron, the net flux at a closed surface is what? 1 by epsilon times the charge enclosed. Two straight wire 1 and 2 are kept as shown in the figure. The linear charge density lambda is given. The net force Fx by the electron here. So electric field by the straight wire of lambda by 2 pi epsilon naught r. So F is equal to Q into E. We can find out for the electron. So for electron, so this is positive means what? This is positive, right? So it will attract. This is negative, so this will repel. So this will also go in this direction. Net force will be F1 plus F2. A particle of mass m and charge q is moving with velocity v. Obtain the asking helical path. So we have a two component, v cos theta. This is v sin theta. So v sin theta will take a circular and v cos straight. So path will be helical. So paper was overall moderate, not that difficult. Numerical based measures were there. So easily you can score 60 plus, 65 plus is considered a good score. All the best. Thank you.